बेहद की परम महाशांति. Welcome to Bapuji's YouTube channel. Today, we will be answering 30 rapid fire questions about enlightenment and spirituality. My first question is, how do we decide when to tolerate and when to react?
Whenever a situation occurs in front of us, how we will react gets automatically decided from within us through our mind and wisdom's state. It decides if we should give a reaction or tolerate it. If a wrestler or lion comes in front of someone, the lion reacts the way it will, and so will we according to the need of the moment. So the answer to this question is that it depends on the time and the situation.
My next question is, when should one adjust and when should one confront?
The answer to this question is once again that it depends. One must judge the time, situation, and place and then make a decision.
So, the third question is, how can one stop getting affected by people's behavior?
We cannot stop or change people's behavior. The way someone behaves is their problem. Depending on their karma and situations, they will behave in the ways that one might deem negative. However, no matter how much you lecture them, they might not understand and might even retaliate back even more. We should not waste our mind's peace due to their actions. One should not tolerate as much as possible but should still defend oneself if needed. This is the way the world is. This world has souls of many demigods and deities from different dimensions that have taken birth on earth. Why they said and do is their karma. We know that we are a pure soul of high qualities that are full of love, and we are not the ones to retaliate. We should handle ourselves in a calm manner and think about the situation with a peaceful mind.
My next question is, how do we love without any expectations?
This can only be done by knowledgeable souls, not by ignorant souls. There are expectations joined onto every action. For example, parents expect the children to return the favor of taking care of them in future. However, what one receives depends on karma. The more you expect, the more you suffer. Do every action thinking of it as a duty. This concept can be easily understood by a knowledgeable soul. This is why Krishna repeatedly told Arjun in Bhagavad Gita that, "O Arjun, be a wise and knowledgeable soul."
My next question is, how does one stop overthinking and silence the noisy mind?
In today's world, 99% of people have this problem of overthinking. Overthinking can also be stopped by you. You have to decide how much to think, when to think, what to think about, and why to think about it. It is not wise to think about one thing all day. This habit will continue to occur within the mind. If we do not change this pattern with one's own affirmation and determined decision, one should take that negative, recurring thought of mind within a second. Cut that connection instantly. This is the practice one must learn and do. If a situation comes in front of you that disturbs your mind by seeing or hearing it, shift your attention and do not focus on it anymore.
How does one cut any strong attachments?
Attachments can be cut with everything only through knowledge, wisdom, and your inner voice and power. The destruction of worldly attachments occur when one being a knowledgeable soul. By bringing knowledge into one's mind constantly, one can cut all attachment.
What are some simple habits and lifestyle changes to always be happy?
Expecting always to be happy is not possible. In life, people face sadness as much as happiness. It's not necessary that we should stay happy all the time. If one becomes accustomed to being happy all the time and is faced even with a small situation that causes suffering, it will bring that individual tremendous sadness. This is why one must do their duties and actions while rising above happiness and sadness. One must not chase after happiness. One should be thoughtless and desireless.
My next question is, how can one become emotionally unshakable?
One can become emotionally unshakable by rising above their emotions. Human and their lives are full of emotions. This is why we should come out of this world of emotions and enter the world of soul consciousness. One should understand and focus on their soul. Shift the attention and focus from your feelings and rise above it. People should not cry over small things as it wastes the power and energy of soul. Knowledge helps one to know the difference between happiness and sadness. So, in summary, one can control their emotions by increasing knowledge within their mind.
How can we program the mind to always think positively?
This can only be done be a knowledgeable soul, because a soul with knowledge knows that every situation that comes to them is in accordance to their karma. What the person in front of you will think about you is not in your control. We do not know if someone else will say something positive or negative. However, how we react is in our control. Positive thinking is a habit and practice, and it is definitely possible. With every situation that comes in front of you, you must only think of a focus on the positive aspect of it. This is done by the mind, so it is up to us set up this program for our mind.
The other question is, how can we avoid criticizing, complaining, and comparing?
These things can be avoided by letting whatever is happening happen. Do not get into situations wondering why someone thought something or said something. People tend to think one thing and say another. So we cannot grasp the root of why people behave the way they do. So let whatever is happening around you just happen. Do not criticize it. What someone does is their mind, situation, and karma. So they will definitely do it. They will do it until they have that specific karma bondage. One should not complain, because no matter how much you complain, the person will not change. A person changes when they have a true realization. One should not compare, because every soul has a different capacity and power. So we would not be only wasting our time by comparing others.
Another question I wanted to ask was, how can we let go of the past?
The past is in the past because it has left and does not exist anymore. So one must put a full stop on thinking or talking about it. Move forward without any tension. If you keep looking back, how will you reach your destination? If one is awakened, enlightened, and has wisdom, then this will not be a problem for you, and you will be able to easily let go of the past. Your only goal should be to keep moving forward.
My next question is, how can one win over ego?
If you want to win over ego, then make yourself in a stage of zero. Know you are nothing. The one thing that does everything is the creator. You have no existence. Do not even acknowledge your existence. And do not let the idea of you or yours even come into your mind. This knowledge is not yours. The words you are speaking are not even yours. You are only doing your duty. You have no give and take relationship with anyone. Rise above this concept. So to win over the ego, just know that you are a soul that has no attachments or expectation from anyone or anything. If someone is negative towards you or positive, you have nothing to do with it, as it is only their karma. Leave everyone to their own karma.
So, how and why should we not worry about our family?
Every soul has brought their karma and destiny with them, even a 2-day-old baby. You cannot change their karma, but you can focus on your own. The karma someone else has brought is what will happen, and they will definitely do it. If death is about to come to someone, then it definitely will. If bad karma is about to come to someone, it definitely will. The only thing that is in your power is giving positive vibrations to them. Do not worry about anyone. You can simply hope for the Creator to give them strength, power, wisdom, and knowledge as we fully enter into a stage of supreme peace. These desires and worries slowly fade away. Worrying about someone will not change the karmic bondages and actions, as that is why they have brought them to this life. So be a wise soul and let it go.
Can you please answer about how one can keep their mind stable during chaos?
One must install it into their minds that it should let whatever is happening around them happen, and focus on their own soul. Be thoughtless, desireless, and powerful. Come out of these irrelevant situations of the materialistic world. focus on your own karma and soul and shift your focus away from other people.
So, what is the secret of self control?
If one becomes enlightened and awaked into a stage of wisdom, then one can control their self. So, the secret of this becoming a knowledgeable soul, powerful and meditative soul, one should become complete in all four subjects of knowledge, meditation, service, and penance. By doing this, one can control themselves from everything, including feelings and emotions.
Can you please comment on effect of gossiping?
Whatever you think about is what you will become. So shift your mind from these things. There is no benefit in talking about other people.
So, how can we change negative energy into positive?
One can do this instantly by shifting the mind's attention to something positive. One's awareness should be focused onto positivity, and the negativity will be gone automatically. Since it is not in your mind anymore, find the positive in every situation, and the negativity will be gone automatically. Think positively with all of your belief. If you focus the power of your belief on negativity, then the negativity will increase. And if you focus it on the positivity, then it will increase. So ultimately, it's your choice.
Can you please tell something about importance of gratitude and how can it change your destiny?
One should always show gratitude towards the creator of our soul. We should thank him for the power, supreme light, and supreme knowledge he has given to us. When we express gratitude towards someone, it makes them happy and motivates them to help us move further ahead. Gratitude diminishes arrogance and ego and should be practiced by everyone.
So, how can one reprogram their subconscious mind?
One should constantly remember the ultimate goal. Awaken the positive power within us. Awaken soul consciousness and remember the supreme light within us. By doing this, one can transfer these thoughts and reprogram the subconscious mind.
My next question is, how can one clear all the karmic accounts?
One can do this by becoming a knowledgeable and meditative soul, and by letting whatever is happening around us happen. Forget everyone and everything, and become one with your soul and creator.
What is the difference between love and attachment?
Love is unconditional and has no expectations of receiving love in return. Attachment always has some sort of condition. Attachment is when one expects happiness, peace, or even something material in return.
How can one change a habit?
One can change a habit by reprogramming the mind and focusing on the positive things.
My other question is, how can we avoid taking other people's pain?
Once again, only knowledgeable souls can do this. We see there are people who help and feed the poor people on the streets. It is a very great thing to see people do this. It makes us happy and motivates us to do this as well. However, how many people can we do this for? This situation is now a story of every household. Half of the world does not have food to eat. We should definitely still do as much as good we possibly can. If it brings your mind happiness, then definitely do it. But this deed has a limit to it. We are wise souls and should think about how the world became like this. If one becomes a knowledgeable soul, only then he can experience supreme peace from within. Because no matter what other positive deeds we do in this material world, we might get peace, but we will not get supreme peace in any other way. Besides getting it from knowledge, the pain we see in today's world is due to their karma, which is why we should live to them in their karma. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna once said that, "O Arjun, all your relatives are living corpses, so do not worry about them." Krishna said this to him because if Arjun's relatives stayed alive, they would kill Arjun. Hence, we should focus on our own karma. There is a lot of suffering in this world, and if one is suffering, they should search for the reason for their suffering. We should not focus on people's pain, and we should stay in soul consciousness. People's suffering is due to the karma accumulated from many past lives that have come in front of them in this life. Even if we feed someone for 2 to 4 months, their situation will still go back to the same after that. We are on the path of knowledge, so we should leave people's pain to them. The charity of knowledge is the greatest charity. Knowledge is the only weapon with which every soul can get rid of all the sufferings. Even knowledge of one sentence has changed many people's lives. It is better for people to search for the answer to their suffering themselves.
Why is it important to not please people?
We have not come here to make people happy. It is not possible to make everyone happy all the time. So we should avoid doing this. If you help them 100 times but do not help them once, then it becomes a big deal for them.
My next question is, how can we keep giving selflessly?
We can do this through doing our duty while being desireless, without attachments and without having expectations of reward in return. Keep no expectations of negative or positive.
Do habits block happiness?
Negative habits definitely block happiness, so one must get rid of them.
The other question is, how can one detach from everything in life?
This can be done by constantly being in a state of soul consciousness.
Can you please comment on how can one be emotionally stronger?
By being soul conscious, one will not get trapped within emotions. One gets trapped by focusing the emotions on emotions and getting into the feelings. This causes them to laugh or cry. But if one does not laugh or cry and sees themselves as nothing but a soul in supreme light form, then they will automatically become stronger.
Can you tell us something about how can we release regret and guilt?
When we live this life, we will be leaving everything behind. Understand that whatever situations you have faced were due to the karmic bondages. So by becoming a knowledgeable, wise soul in a stage of soul consciousness, one should accept everything that comes towards them, no matter if it's positive or negative. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said to Arjun, "All these people are already dead. You meant to do this duty. Then why feel regret?" So one should definitely let go of all regret and guilt. The time you have in this life will go by so quickly, so thoughts of what you lost and gained should be all let go. Let whatever is happening happen. Do what you feel is correct and you will not feel regret. Those who regret things never move forward in life. If you want to move forward in life, then put a full stop to everything in life and forget all your mistakes. This will end the regret and guilt and bring supreme peace into your life.
This ends our video. Thank you to everyone for listening. Param Mahashanti.